But I think this is against the light. Yeah, hello. Oh, so good afternoon, teachers. So is it not against the light? Okay, to start with, I just wanna clarify the difference between self-reviewing and the those teachers who are enrolled in review centers. So I wanna ask if the audio is okay. Yeah. So I will not be anymore mentioning your names because that will be time consuming. So thank you so much for shifting into YouTube from Facebook. So I'm not actually late. I'm just on time, but uh, I did first informed those who are not aware. So I do live in Facebook first, then I shifted here in YouTube. Okay. So I just want to give you some of my notes in general education, which I'm going to let you see the proof that it will be time consuming for me to um, encode this in a computer just to be able to give this to you, because when I was doing my review, I see to it that I do not just rely on how those theories and concepts were written or conceptualized on the book. So I always make sure na I'm doing my own um, way of how I could remember the words. So first, as I've mentioned earlier, that I have to differentiate first what's uh, what's in it if you're enrolled in any review center. So the advantage of being enrolled in a review center is they are filtered. So what do you mean by filtered? Um, Remember that the questions in licensure examination for teachers do not only evolve on the education that we have in our tertiary. So meaning there are some questions which we've already learned that during our elementary and our secondary education. So may mga lumalabas na tanong na napag-aralan natin yon, hindi nung college, kung hindi pati nung high school tayo and even elementary. So that's indeed the disadvantage if you will just be focusing on your notes during your college days. So you might overlook kung hindi ka enrolled sa review center. So ang ibig kong sabihin ng filtered siya, since review center or review centers are operated by business, so they made sure that they have the updated curriculum. So they coordinate with PRC kung ano yung kung saan magse-circulate yung mga lalabas sa LEP question. So that is the first advantage noong enroll sa review center. Okay. The second one is you're gonna find this diverse reviewees. So we keep on talking about diverse learners. So as we're doing our review, even though you are already have a degree, so we're still learners and we will be forever learners until the moment that we're not anymore breathing. So every time that we learn new things, so we can consider ourselves as learners. So it is quoted by philosophers that um, learning stops when we are already dead. So the moment that we live, we continuously learn. Okay. So the first one is they are filtered. The second one is you can meet people who can motivate you, whether you agree to me or not. I really believe that no man is an island. So there's always somebody who could help us, or we always need someone to even tap our back just for us to be able to be awakened. So I am receiving a lot of compliments wherein they are grateful, me uplifting their statue, wherein most of you are repeaters, retakers, and also some of the fresh graduates are also asking me some tips. So, yun. When you are enrolled in review center, okay, it doesn't matter that you are looking for some materials. You are still members of different FB groups, that would be fine because I myself also did that. But make sure that if you are receiving some materials, based on what Teacher Deb already quoted last Saturday, that you have to also be curious. You yourself should be curious that every time that there are two references and they have one question or same question, but then you find it confusing because the different materials gives you different answers. So the curiosity should push you to, you yourself should have to research which is which. So some of you are asking me for some questions that they have encountered, and I am not giving them an assurance that I am perfect, but I'm always telling them that based on how I understand those questions, that will be that specific answer. Okay, so you might also encounter someday that that specific question or same question na magkaiba yung answer sa magkaibang references. So, you have to, you yourself, searches in Google or kaya kung sino yung lecturer na binigyan kayo ng access to be able to contact them if you have confusions. Okay? Can you do me a favor to send the link in Maestrong Bicolano or also in my other FB account? Yeah. Anyone from my 15 audience, can you do me a favor to please send the link to the GCs, the Prof at GCs where you belong? Okay. So, number 2 is find a review body. Okay. I have already highlighted previously that failing the LET is not about you lack of preparation. So, sabi ko nga, posible you've done your part, but it was not really sufficient. So, hindi kasi nasusukat kung gaano kadami binasa. So, it might be basic for some, but for me, it has a big impact. So, yun nga, yung nasabi ko na, balik tayo sa number 2 muna. Yung find a review body, so kailangan kung nagre-review center ka or hindi man nagre-review center, you have to make sure that you have to find someone na magiging ka-partner mo who also have the same intention or same goal na pumasa sa board exam. So, you have to stay away from this reviewee na makakapag-demotivate sa inyo. So, yun nga, law of attraction, na kung yung kasama nyo hindi naman masyadong porsigido to pass, so that might affect your appetite to also not pursue to pass the LET. So, passing the LET, it's not about a luck. That is a fruit of your hard work, perseverance, and passion. So, there are some reviewees who are asking me some help, tips, and suggestions on how I made my LET journey successful. So, they're not actually intending to be in teaching, but they preferred to be a policeman. Okay. So, thank you so much whoever shares the link to the GCs and to my 2 Facebook accounts. So, just do me a favor so that they're able to also get some bullets that I can share to you, okay? So, there are some who are sending me text messages, but I'm unable to respond to them because I'm using my phone to do a live. Okay. So, the review body should be also as optimistic as you are, so that will help a lot. Okay? Third one. Okay. If you've already found someone na nakuha nyo sa review center or your personal friend which could help you motivate or can be your partner in some drills, that would be helpful. Kasi nga, I've already shared some of you stories where, just give me a minute. I've already shared my story where we are 3 English majors when we were in CBRC, which our goal is to pass. And fortunately, the 3 of us made it. So, you just have to first believe in yourselves, work smartly, and you can make it. Definitely, above all the efforts that you did, the faith in yourselves, you have to definitely believe in Him, because I keep on highlighting that our wisdom is just temporary. Without believing in Him, we are nothing, okay? So, the third one is you have to do drills, or it can be a question and answer. So, that might help for you to be able to check if you are already ready for the board exam. Okay. So, that's number 3. Okay. And then, we have to go now to self-review. So, we are just in the positive things, okay? So, I'm trying to differentiate kung ano yung kaibahan nung enrolled sa review center at ano yung kaibahan ni self-reviewing. Kapag self-reviewing ka kasi, scattered ang iyong attention. What do I mean by scattered? So, if you do not know someone na enrolled sa isang review center, may mga tinuturo kasi sa review center. May mga tinuturo sa review center na hindi mo alam. So, if you have a friend na hindi ka naman sinasabihan kung ano yung mga updated na curriculum that could possibly be out or be part of the licensure examination for teachers, so dun pa lang, lugi ka na. So kasi nga, ang LET, it's not about the quantity of what you read, but it's about also the quality time and the comprehension that you have. Kasi nga, I'm always telling you this, that the techniques that you reason the concepts can easily be taught, but the comprehension it's in your end. So, ang ibig kong sabihin ng it's in your end, kayo mismo yung uunawa whatever questions that will come out on the actual let day. Okay. So, yun yung kaibahan. Pag self-review ka, scattered, hindi mo alam kung ano yung aaralin mo. Unahin mo. So, the reason why, regardless of how financially tight I am, so I still decided to enroll myself because I have already posted that I have graduated 2014. So it was 5 years away from the day that I have decided to take the licensure examination. So kaya para sa akin, it's really the comprehension, not only my preparation, which made my journey in licensure examination a success. Because most of you will agree to me na ang buhay, it's not about the education, it's not about the degree itself, it's not about intelligence alone, it is also a matter of diskarte. So you might be smart, but you are not wise. So tandaan nyo yan. Let me give you that quote. There are these people who are smart, but they are not wise. So anong kaibahan ng smart and wise? So these are similar words. Pero yung wise kasi, alam niyo yung magulang. Okay, so sa salitang kanto, yung may mga tao na mga magugulang, may mga taong pilosopo, na gumagana yon sa licensure examination. So, you maybe knew someone that yung nung college sila, bulakbol. One best example of that is our president. So, I'm not really a DDS. DDS ba yung tawag nila doon? Sa mga loyalist talaga niya. But I admire. So, I will not be anymore. I wanna thank you for your time. But this is not about me. This is about what you can get in this afternoon. So, I supposed to do live yesterday, I think, or last Sunday. But it happened that I was not feeling well. So, I failed to be with you. Okay. So, si Tatay Digong, the president, he is considered as a street smart. Yung pagiging street smart, magagamit nyo rin yun sa ganitong mga sitwasyon, especially in professional education, which doesn't need a lot of reading, because reading needs when you really need theories, concepts. But in professional education, there are really questions that yung para bang nasayang yung pag-review namin. So, not literally nasayang, but I really do not know where I can apply my preparation, the 3 months preparation that I had with my review center. So, yun yung iniyakan ko. Kasi I was aware with our majorship that I should be ready to the unexpected. Kasi nga, in the beginning, nagtanong na ako kung mga ilang araw ang ina-allocate ng CBRC for majorship. And they promised me that it's only about 2 days, 3 days. Kaya ang liit ng percentage ng English major who are able to make it in licensure examination. Then, okay. So, pag scattered ka, balik tayo doon, ang dami kong explanation para mas maintindihan nyo. Kapag scattered yung pagre-review mo, hindi mo alam kung saan mas maraming focus ang ibibigay mo. So, kung saan mas maraming oras ka na i-allocate just to be able to make it in LET. Okay? So, say for example, 'di ba? If I'm not mistaken, we have 20 Prof Ed. No? Kung hindi ako nagkakamali. Hello. Battery empty. Thank you. I'm sorry. Na battery empty. Okay. So, where was I? Okay. So, you have to be resourceful for those self-reviews where if you have some friends who are enrolled in any review center, you have to ask them if they have some curriculum or updated curriculum that they can share with you. So, wag silang madamot kasi usually yung mga nagmamadamot, hindi sila nakakapasa. Kasi, di ba, materials lang, dapat hindi nila pinagdadamot yon. Kumusta yung audio? Kumusta po yung audio? Okay naman? Okay. So, yeah. So, yung mga self-reviewers who cannot afford, alam mo yung ano pala ko eh. Ang hirap kasi pag live. Okay. For those self-reviewers who cannot afford to enroll themselves in any review center, the moment that you have membered sa mga FB let groups or let pages, that's a gesture na you really doing your effort to make it in your let journey. So, parang feeling ko mas malaking pressure sa inyo, not because hindi natuloy yung let March 2020 and September 2020, but because you were given a lot of preparation. So, marami na namang taong mag-aabang if you will make it, lalo na yung mga taong insecure. So, they're gonna be looking after you kung papasa kayo o hindi. So, okay na yung volume, okay? So, you have not to think na pumasa hindi para sa kanila. But firstly, you have to pass because that is your passion and that is your will to make it. So, I have already mentioned nga na though wala pa namang sinasabi yung PRC that they might change the curriculum 1 or 2 years from now, but you have to goal to make it to pass this 2021. Kasi nga it's been a year na nagpe-prepare yung karamihan, and for the fresh graduates or the freshie, that can also be considered na almost a year na din na nagpe-prepare kayo. Okay. So let me just first just update those who keep on commenting doon sa FB ko. Okay, so yun yung nagiging disadvantage nung self-reviewing kasi nga hindi sila aware, not unless masyado silang friendly who can ask help from those who are enrolled. Kasi yun yung yung kagandahan pag nasa review center ka. It's not about the content itself. It's about the updated materials that they can provide to you. So it's also taken from CBRC that they have announced it loudly na ang let questions are already made. So, hindi naman sila pa, hanggat di pa nagnuno curriculum, hindi pa sila magkakaroon ng revisions. So, yun nga yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, na malaking tulong in my majorship, definitely, may tulong din yung mga ibang materials ko. So, I have Yun yung sinasabi ko yung compilations na nabili ko sa Quiapo and Recto. And another thing is, itong libro na to, na nakatulong din to sa akin, and also the Lorimar. So, I would be honest that I didn't buy yung major ship nung review center kung saan ako galing. So, I trusted their prof ed and general education, but I didn't buy their major ship kasi sobrang kapal nung libro nila sa major ship. Pero thank you sa magandang rate sa general education from CBRC. So, though umiyak ako um, nung prof ed kasi grabe, it was not nerve cracking but it was a brain cracking. So, parang cardiac arrest yung nangyari for the professional education. So, is someone, meron po bang nag-share? Kasi nagkukulit pa rin nila. Nobody share my... Kasi parang hindi ako makisuyo po ako pa share. Yung iba kasi tanong ng tanong, ang kulit. Okay, so, doon naman sa disadvantage. Tapos na tayo doon, na disadvantage nung self-review kasi kalat siya. Na wala siyang idea kung ano yung updated na dapat mag-focus siya doon sa mga topics. Kasi kung self-review ka, posibleng napakadami mong binabasa. Pero, how sure are you that kahit dito, sa isang libro na to, baka dun sa inaral mo na tinapos mo siya in a month, then there's a possibility na ni isang question walang manggaling doon. Hope that you get my point. That's the main reason why I keep on highlighting that it's not about how many books that you've read, but it's always about the quality of the books or the materials that you are reading. Kasi nga, it's a wasting of time kung yung mga binabasa mo hindi naman updated. So, the reason why I have highlighted doon sa mga retakers or repeaters na if your previous strategy didn't work, say for example, take one, yung first attempt mo, hindi ka nakapasa, same pa rin yung ginagawa mo, same materials, hindi ka nagbabago ng style, hindi ka pa rin pumasa sa second take. Kasi nga, 'di ba? Without changing your routine, why expect something change doon sa magiging outcome? Hope you get what I mean. So, nagets mo ba yung point ko? Can you thank you po sa pag-share. Okay. Do you get my point? Na kung wala namang changes dun sa activities mo, same materials yung binabasa mo, you're not even aware kung nabago na yung dapat nyo, thank you po Miss April, nabago na yung mga dapat na i-review. Kasi may tinatawag tayong updated, may tinatawag tayong outdated. So yung mga updated, yun yung inline doon sa nilalabas ni PRC kung anong dapat pag-aralan. And it's also posted, di ba, nagpo-post sila sa kanilang page. You have to be responsible enough in try to check kung ano yung mga dapat pag-aralan. Kasi di ba naka-post naman doon na meron ako dito actually. Let me just show to you kung ano yung mga, say for example, sa general education, English major sheet, ito yung mga lalabas, ESP. Let me check here. I'm not really sure kung nandito siya sa libro ko. Okay, let me just show you kung gaano kadami yung binasa ko. Yan. So, para lang may idea kayo, gaano, ang hirap pag live, no? Ang daming technicalities. Okay. So, these are my books na piniprepare ko para sa inyo. So, lahat ito, inayos ko kasi alam nyo na, maluloka tayo. Lahat po yan, binasa ko yan. So, yung baka hindi masyadong kita doon sa pagpapakita ko ng ano. Lahat po ito. So, sarahan. Inaayos ko lang kasi nga it cannot be posted. Alam nyo na, we can never read what people's mind. Di mo pa ako na-add. So, may mga ano po na hindi naman alam. So, may mga nagko-comment pa actually doon na ewan ko yung iba kasi alam nang sabi ko nang mag-change ako sa YouTube. Ewan, bakit they're so kulat. Okay. Ang disadvantage naman noong mga nasa review center. Akala ng iba, the reason why I highlighted na doon sa mga enrolled in review center, I have highlighted previously in my post that it's an edge that you are enrolled in review center, but it's never guarantee. Why? Kasi ang daming enrolled sa review center na hindi naman pumapasa. So, ang logic niyan, 'di ba? We are all teachers, but we are forever students. Kasi nga 'di ba, the moment that we are learning, so we're still students ourselves. Hanggat natututo tayo, palagi pa rin tayong estudyante. Ang logic po nun, kung bakit may mga hindi pumapasa na enrolled ng review center, kasi ganito yan. 'Di ba? Si Juan at si Pedro, they're both enrolled in review center A. Okay. But then, they have, Juan and Pedro is enrolled, they are both enrolled in a review center. They have both same teachers. Same teacher ni Juan tapos ni Pedro. But what happened? Si Juan pumasa, si Pedro hindi. So, who among you has an idea kung bakit hindi? Pareho naman yung lecture, pareho yung subject, pareho sila pumapasok, pareho yung binayad. Ano yung kaibahan? Ano yung possible reasons? Bakit hindi pumasa si Pedro? Pumasa si Juan, si Pedro hindi. I just want you to understand the basic logic. Anyone, can you comment your idea, please? Hello, Dedma? Are you still there? Taran. Okay, anyone? Okay, the reason why bakit may mga hindi pumapasa na same naman yung nangyayari during the day and the allocated time that these two reviewers both enrolled in a review center kasi sa comprehension. Ito si Juan, no, possibly self-driven siya, okay yung mindset. Ito si Pedro, we never know. So, possibly si Pedro na nasa review center lang, inaasahan niya yung lahat. So, just lean on the review center itself, thinking that once he enrolled himself in a review center, that might be a guarantee already, which is not. Kasi nga may mga naging friend din ako na nasa review center. I cannot say na mahina sila kasi they're even getting higher score during the mock board, the pre-board, the summative assessments. Kasi ako, 'di ba merong diagnostic. So before the lecturer discuss for the specific topic, say for example for the principles of teaching, meron munang diagnostic to be able for them to have an idea kung kumusta yung klase. Because we're two sections, kaya nakikita ko na hindi ako nag-highest during the diagnostic. But after the diagnostic, magle-lecture na, kapag nag-exam ulit, doon na maayos na yung score ko. But instead of me getting a low score on diagnostic assessment, I'm even happy that syempre nung nagtuturo na ako in college, a different thing na yung mga inaaral ko. So I'm more unfocused doon na sa content ng daily lessons ko. I'm not anymore after doon sa magiging content ng licensure examination itself. So magkaiba yon. So being away from my profession for 5 years, that's actually a big thing na nare-refresh yung utak ko. Okay? So, CBRC has the best lecturers. So, they're really after into hiring icons. So, pag sinabing icons, these are the top notchers for the different year ng LET, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. Kapag mga top notcher, ina-hire nila. Okay? So, ang disadvantage naman nung enrollee, yung katulad nung sample ko kanina na si Pedro, hindi siya nakapasa do enroll sa review center kasi nga masyado siya naging kampante, inasa niya na lahat doon sa review center. So, which is not supposed to be. Kaya yung mga enrolled sa review center, especially sa majorship, so you have to make ways. So, if there is someone na nanonood at this afternoon and you have different majorship and it's not in mathematics and English, you just have to take knowledge from us in your Prof Ed and Gen Ed. Okay? Yun yung disadvantage nung iba yung mindset na naka-enroll sa review center. So, dapat pag enroll ka sa review center, magkaroon ka pa rin ng time to check for other resources na magagamit mo lalo na sa majorship. Okay? And lastly, ang pagpupursigi ng isang reviewee na enrolled sa review center, yung pressure kasi nga lalo na kung hirap naman sila sa buhay, katulad natin or katulad ko, na hindi naman pinanganak na merong golden spoon sa bibig. So that is an idiom which means na hindi mayaman. So dapat magpursige ka kasi yung nanay mo matatalakan ka. So that's one of the reasons bakit porsigido yung enrolled sa review center. So yung advantage naman ng ibang enrolled sa hindi enrolled sa review center, porsigido sila. Nakakapasa din because of comprehension. It's not really a thing na hindi ka papasa because you're not enrolled in review center. Kasi nung panahon, hindi pa naman uso ang review center. So, mas mabababa nga yung nakukuha ng teachers. Kasi before daw, it's just 70 nung PBET pa siya. So, parang nung LET, bago lang i-change sa LET, 70 pa rin hanggang sa nabago na siya na naging 75 na. So, kung iisipin mo, it's just 75. Okay? Kasi nga, the reason why it's 75, it's because there's an allocated 25% for the room for improvement or room for progress. Okay? So, yun nga, yun yung nagiging disadvantage nung enrolled sa review center at nagiging disadvantage nung hindi enroll sa review center. Regardless if you're enrolled in a review center, since I'm also giving you some techniques which I have learned, and I can say that it's really evident and effective to me, could also be effective to all of you. But in the end, since solo nyo lang naman mag-exam, kayo pa rin makakapagdala or makakapagawa ng inyong scores. Okay? So for now, I'm also going to give you some reminders. Okay, bago ako magbigay ng bullets. So, just a reminder. So, if you might be encountering in the future some of the drills na may mga maling keto correction. So wag nang mag-dwell or wag na masyadong mag-focus dun. Ano ba yan? Mali-mali na naman tong mga drills na to, yung mali-mali yung keto correction. If you're able to check na may mali sa keto correction, ibaguhin na lang, wag nang mag-inarte kasi wala nang perfect na materials. Even the PRC-let questions are imperfect. Why did I say so? May mga questions na redundant. Question na siya sa Gen Ed number 5. Pagbaliktad nyo nung questionnaire, so, question pa siya, number 11. So, ganun po. So, wala naman talagang perfect na materials. I have also drills na may mali-mali. So, it's okay. We are giving the content, but we are not really after to be perfect. So, walang teacher na dapat mag-inarteng perfect siya. Kasi nga, hindi 100% ang let rate. Nagets mo sana yung logic ko. Yung mga top notchers, 92. So, I'm not really into giving my 100% admiration because sometimes the rate, it's about the preparation. So, I was working, hindi ako tatanggi. I've also dreamed to get the spot kasi wala namang problema and no one will refuse to top the board, especially when you are doing your part. Okay? Ano daw? So, yun nga. Ang mindset kasi, ang may control niyan tayo. Hindi, I'm trying to motivate you. You might be influenced by those wisdoms I'm sharing in my wall. Pero kung ayaw mo naman talaga, wala naman akong control. Di ba? So I'm straightforward. I'm very direct to the point when I post, when I send message sa mga group chats. Parang minsan nga pag binabasa ko yung sarili kong chat, parang masyadong mas masakit kumpara pag sinasabi. Kasi pag sinasabi, ang difference nun, pag sinasabi mo, that might show in your physical appearance na hindi ka naman galit. Pero pag sa chat kasi, that might be too hard. Diba? Parang masyadong mean. Pero mean talaga ako. Na diretso, wala akong keme-keme. So yun yung sabi ko, yung hindi naman tinitake positively yung words ko. Keber. Okay? So first rule is do not question the question. So it can be the review materials na nakita nyo may mali sa keto correction. Itama nyo na lang. Arte ba? Kung nakuha naman ng libre sa mga group chat, group pages, di ba? Huwag na masyadong maglaan ng oras kasi sayang. Marami pa kayong panahon na i-google pa. I-google. Ang pangit kasi parang Google na ilalaan. So, hindi kasi ako masyadong magaling talagang magtagalog. So, though there are still a lot of time for you to make your preparation in LET, gamitin nyo sa pag-aral. Huwag na yung mangbabash kung sino nag-post dahil may discrepancy yung materials. Ang dali lang yan. Katulad nga nung sinasabi ko sa inyo na ako kapag ayaw ng mga sinasabi ko, di mag-leave na lang sa GC, Keber. O kaya, i-block. Diba? Stop wasting your time explaining for things that will be useless in the end. Hope you get my point. So, kasayangan ng oras. Lalo na ako, yun yung sabi ko, when I was preparing for LET, kasi feeling ko talaga that was the greatest battle nung pagiging teacher. Kasi, you know what, the ranking, basic siya. So, soon I'll provide you some tips naman kung paano magparank pagtapos na kayong mag-LET. Ngayon, masyado pang OA. No? So, wala mong magpaparanking kaya I'm still not creating any video. Okay. So, do not question the question. So, pag may ma-encounter kayo ng mga wrong spelling dun mismo sa LET na, di ba yung meron ng mga nag-exam, yung mga repeaters, Huwag mag-inarte. Huwag magmarunong na, ano ba yan? Mali-mali naman tong BRC. Baka markahan pa nung lecturer, I mean, nung proctor yung papel nyo na, maarte tong babaitan na to. So, that can happen, okay? So, ang gawin nyo, yun nga, ilagay nyo sa mindset nyo na never question the question. So, pangalawa, there are questions and there is no available answer on the options given. Ewan ko, ako kasi, I've asked the previous friends who've already passed the LET kung anong ginagawa kung wala yung answer doon sa given options. Ang sabi ng mga friends ko, no, hanggang letter D lang talaga daw ang nagagamit. Pero i-verify nyo din sa iba, baka do not quote me on this, pero sabi nila suntok sa buwan daw na may letter E na sagot. So CBRC taught us na do not question na wala yung tanong yung proctor, paano yung hindi naman to katulad ng normal setup sa classroom, di ba? When we're students, pwede tayong magtanong dun sa teacher natin, ma'am, paano yan? Wala naman yung sagot dito. Pag sa LET, hindi naman pwedeng gawin natin yon. So, ang mangyayari, hindi ka pwedeng magtanong sa proctor. The best thing is you have to look for the nearest answer. So, yun na lang. Huwag ka nang magsayang ng oras kasi ma-epalan pa sa'yo yung mga kasama mo doon. Baka ireklamo ka pa sa proctor. Kasi nga, yun yung pinaka biggest battle. So, you have to behave properly. Okay? So, yun na. Huwag hanapin yung mali. Kung hindi, hanapin yung tamang sagot. Kasi kung babantayin mo yung mga questionnaire, talagang may mga lapses yun at wala kang choice kung hindi intindihan. Kasi regardless kung hindi mo naintindihan yung tanong, no, laging may nakaprogram ng answer si PRC doon. So say for example, may napakagulong question doon. Tapos, yung options nandun, maghanap ka na lang na magiging keyword mo doon sa question, tapos maghanap ka ng kahawig doon sa answer, okay? Another is the negative positive. Okay? May notebook kayo, 'di ba? Sabi ko ng paper and pen. So tip in making LET easy. Gen Ed po tayo, ha? Okay, pero yung never question the questionnaire or the question itself, that can be applied to all the areas kasi elementary education, 2 areas, and secondary education, we have 3 areas. Okay, the negative positive. So, lalagyan nyo na agad, no? Mas maganda kasi as early as now. The reason why karamihan sa inyo mababa ang kukuha kapag nagma-Macboard, nagbe-pre-board, na nakukuha ang score kasi ang lagyan nyo agad say for example, which of the following is not a good behavior of a teacher? So, markahan nyo agad yung not. Okay? Di ba yung question, no, negative ang hinahanap. So, pumunta na kayo sa option, markahan nyo yung not, ha? Or in-circle nyo. Sa tunay na LET, okay lang na madumihan ng questionnaire. Wag lang ang answer sheet. Okay? Kasi hindi na binabasa ni Scantron. So, i-underline nyo o kaya i-encircle nyo si not. So, hanapin nyo na yung tatlong positive. Okay, since negative yung hinahanap, hanapin nyo yung tatlong positive, i-crush nyo na yung tatlong positive. Yung negative doon, na behavior ni teacher, yun ang tama. Okay? So, yun yung positive, negative effect. Kung ang tanong naman, positive, no, ang hahanapin nyo naman, yung mga negative. No, tatlong negative, yung matitira doon, yun yung positive. So, with that specific application of positive negative, hindi naman Carl method ang ginamit doon. Ang Carl method, ginagamit lang yon sa power of elimination, no, kung pare-pareho halos ng answers ay tama. So, we're gonna have a separate discussion on how Carl method is applied. So, with regards sa application, Carl method is just simply a term na ginagamit ng CBRC kasi nga inadapt nila sa Carl. So, it's comprehension, ba yung A? Oh. Ano ba yung A sa Carl method? Yan, nakalimutan ko yung A. Tapos sa removal and leverage. Okay? Anticipation rather. So, mamaya comprehension, anticipation, and removal and leverage. Okay? Comprehension, intindihin nyo muna yung questions. So, in professional education, ang ginagawa ko, self-talk. So, hindi ka naman mapapagkamalang baliw unless hindi ka naman naririnig ng iyong mga katabi. Yung parang, hindi naman tayo grade 1. Diba? We're teachers. So, ang pagbabasa lang, mga ganun-ganun lang. Kasi magkakahiwalay naman kayo. Yung ikaw rin naririnig. Tapos, kunyari, which of the following is the characteristics. Ganun lang. Yung hindi Tapos, ang hirap ng tanong, ang hirap. As in, sobra. Pangalawang binasa mo na, ang hirap pa rin. Mag-try ka pa ng isa. No? So, ang ginagawa ko nung 3 beses, yung iba, yung sobra sigurong bibilis, mas madami pa daw na ulit na binabasa nila. So, ang ginagawa ko, kapag hindi ko pa rin siya naiintindihan, kasi nga, ang mahirap sa Prof Ed, kasi lahat halos ng sagot tama, hindi katulad sa Gen Ed, na talagang makikita mo na yung mali. No? So, hindi talaga siya yung, kunyari, ang tanong sa Gen Ed, may obvious na agad na posibleng ito na yon kasi ito yung, kasi nga sa akin, ang pagkakaintindi ko in general education, it's memorization. Kasi nga, you need factual. Sa Prof Ed naman, situational. So, it's a matter of analysis and familiarization. Okay? So, yun na, comprehension. Tinatagalog ko siya. Diba? English and text. Pero tinatagalog ko siya just for me to be able to have it understood properly. Then, anticipation. Kapag iniintindi mo kasi yung question, ang turo na sa amin sa CBRC, takpan mo na yung option. Pero kapag tapos mo nang intindihin yung tanong without looking at the options, buksan mo na yung option, yun na yung anticipation. Magta-try ka ng maghanap. Tapos, kailangan may keyword ka muna bago ka pumunta doon sa removal. Doon sa removal kasi tatanggal ka na may crash mo na kunyari si letter A. Tapos, ika-crash mo si letter D. Ang matitira na lang dalawa. Tapos, doon sa natirang dalawa, bumalik ka doon sa question, i-connect mo na kung sino yung mas the best. We will be giving you more discussion of that. Pero, on Saturday, the continuity of Teachers Dev ratio. Okay? Then, leverage. Doon na, so, ipipili ka na. So, sa ibang review center, so, ginawan lang kasi ng acronym ng Carl Balita. Pero, Carl method is just simply a power of elimination. That's it. So, not to have that complicated. Okay? So, I want you to prepare your notebook or whatever it is. Can be paper. I'll provide you the Gen Ed information that will definitely help you. Kasi kung hindi ko to sa inyo mabigay orally, hindi siya visible pag pinicture. Alam niyo naman, wala naman akong soft copy. So, wag na kayong mag-demand sa akin na ipa-computerize ko siya, ha? Kasi alam mo naman, it will be consuming a lot of time. So, kaya ako nag-decide na ibigay sa inyo kasi sobrang nakatulong siya in my scoring general education. Okay? So, yung alam nyo na, say for example, alam nyo na to, okay lang, deadmine nyo na lang. I'm just giving this for the sake of everyone, regardless kung alam nyo na to, meron ka ng copy nito. Okay, kung hindi pa, lalo na yung mga self-reviewing, you have to take advantage of this. Okay? So, kunyari alam nyo na, magtatanong muna ako ha. Kung alam nyo na, can you try to comment? This is a country where teachers gets highest salary. Can you try to comment your answer? Alam nyo na ba? Parang wala man nagko-comment. Are you still there? Alam nyo pa kung saan yung teacher masyadong malaking sahod? Yan. So, it's Singapore. Singapore po, pag malaking sahod, Singapore. Kapag ang taas ng respeto sa teacher, China. Okay? So, China po, respeto. Sobrang taas daw ang respeto. Pero pag sa pera, Singapore. Okay? Yun yung tandaan nyo. Kasi baka malito kayo sa let. Sayang din nun. Okay? So, I'll be giving you the bullets na hindi ko pwedeng ibigay sa actual. No, kasi hindi nyo mababasa. Yan. So, these are ought to know information. So, si William Shakespeare ang labo. Let me try. Nalalabuan ako ng ano. Kasi nga hindi na siya mabasa. Yan, pailawan ko lang ha. Sayang kasi nito. Okay. Kapag ang question pertaining to the Bard of Avon, so mas maganda kasing ilagay lang siya by bullet kasi ganun din ako noon. No, para pag magkaroon tayo ng examination, mahanap mo Bard of Avon, Shakespeare, para dun sa mga self-reviewing. Second, the first Sultan, Abu Bakr. Okay. Then, father of English literature, Chaucer. Geoffrey Chaucer, okay? So, alam niyo naman siguro yung spelling. Geoffrey, Geoffrey. Chaucer is Chaucr. So, Geoffrey Chaucer, father of English literature and also an author of Morning Star. Si Jose Garcia Villa, siya yung unang Pilipinong national artist. Can you follow? Jose Garcia Villa. Can you try to comment, please? Comment nga po kung tapos na. Nelson Mandela is known as the democracy for South Africa. So kapag nakita niyo yung word sa GenEd na democracy for South Africa, ang sagot nun si Nelson Mandela. Okay. Si Jose Garcia Villa, siya yung first Filipino artist. Tapos, si Nick Joaquin, first Filipino writer whose story and the films depict Filipino-Spanish cultural beliefs and tradition. Siya din yung nakilala na nagpalit ng mga Filipino last names into Spanish. Si Nick Joaquin. Okay? So, tatandaan nyo rin dyan, isulat nyo rin sa inyong mga notes na si Aquinas, pag-reason yung na-highlight doon sa question sa GenEd, so that's Aquinas. So, kapag faith or belief ang ina-highlight sa GenEd question, that's supposed to be Augustine. Okay. Hindi ko na siya masyadong parang hirap pag tumatanda na dahil. Okay. Islas de Pintados, tapos i-hyphenize nyo, Islas de Pintados, Spanish quoted for Visayas. So, yun yung di ba, we were colonized by Spaniards. So, Islas de Pintados, yun yung tawag nung mga Spanyol sa Bisaya. Okay. So, scheming. Scheming in, okay. Scheming, yun naman the spelling of scheming, S-K-I-M-M-I-N-G. Ang scheming, the purpose of scheming is to get main idea. And the purpose of scanning, that's reading to get specific idea. So, yung scheming, to get main idea. Yung scanning, to get specific. So, scheming, main, scanning, specific. So, dapat meron kayong tinatandaan. So, meron akong pattern na ginagawa dyan. Isisingit ko na rin to para mas maintindihan nyo na rin. So, I was using this when I was in college. Diba? Yung lesson plan natin, 'di ba, general to specific. Tapos yung isa specific to general. Okay? So parang gumawa ka ng ng sarili mong definition doon sa mga nire-review nyo para maging original siya na ilagay nyo sa utak nyo, no, na hindi word by word kasi mas madali nyo siyang ma-counter. Say for example, na ni-revise na yung mga questionnaire. Let me also insert, sasabihin ko na rin sa inyo kasi baka makalimutan ko mamaya, alam naman yung topic pa, may mga insertion. Kapag nagbabasa kayo ng isang ganito, no? Kapag nagbabasa kayo, huwag niyong kinakabisa yung linya, no? Kahit pa yung sabihing familiarize, hindi dapat. No? Dapat yung concept ang i-familiarize nyo at yung sagot. Yung katulad ng note-taking ko na yung ganito, kasi kung ano, ang question kasi sa LEP, hindi naman siya katulad nung midterm examinations natin, and not also like the final exam natin nung college tayo na katulad ng he's considered as the father of horror stories. Wala naman ganun eh. So parang Annabelle Lee was written by letter A, ganun yun. Pero hindi siya yung who's the father of penicillin. Hindi ganun. Hindi naman ganun sa let. So for those who already experienced, lalo na yung B.Ed, mas pinapahirap yung construction ng sentences nila into general education. Kasi nga, di ba parang yung Gen Ed daw nila, parang major na. Yung Proc Ed naman, about ethics of teachers. So, let's proceed. Yun nga, Edgar Allan Poe. So, Edgar Allan Poe is father of horror stories. So, Mediterranean literature, that's Egyptian. Paglagay-lagay nyo lang doon. So, yung father of horror, Edgar Allan Poe. Okay. And the Mediterranean literature, that was Egyptian. Okay. Reduction. Ang spelling ng reduction, R-E-D-U-C-C-I-O-N. So, ang reduction, that's town center nung panahon ng Spanish. Okay. Si Guy, kilala nyo. Guy de Maupassant. So, Guy de Maupassant. Okay. So, that's French short story writer. So, pag yung ganitong key na French story writer, so whatever the construction of the sentence ng PRC, basta si Guy de Maupassant yun. Okay. So, ang executive for its easy comprehension, isulat nyo dyan, executive nagpapatupad, legislative gumagawa, judiciary yun yung nagja-judge. Para yun yung mas madali ninyong maintindihan, okay? So, yan, di ko na mababasing lahat ng mga nagko-comment or nag-comment. So, let's proceed here. Kasi sayang nito, mabubura na kasi siya. Ito yung malaking tulong sa akin sa general education. Pero of course, dapat ma-apply nyo to in a proper questions. Kasi baka pag nalito-lito kayo, useless din to. So, for the information of everyone, no, pag lumabas yung tanong na kung sino yung aso ni Rizal, no, kasi there are series of, or I mean, there are batch na may tanong na pati yung aso ni Rizal pinakialaman. Okay. Ang pangalan ng aso ni Rizal ay si Usman, pero pag hindi available yung Usman, Bangguardia nandun, si Bangguardia ang isagot nyo. Priority is Usman. Hindi naman kasi mangyayari na nandun si Usman tas nandun si Bangguardia. Okay, kasi sabi naman nila may mga libro na Usman na nakasulat. May mga libro naman na Bangguardia. So, si PRC naman, di naman sila naglalagay ng dalawang halos similar na options sa questions. Okay? So, sana na-gets nyo. Same thing goes, no? Let me just inform everyone kasi yung iba, posibleng kilala nyo si etong mga psychologists na to, pero or mga proponents na to, pero still confused kayo. Kapag ang question, father of psychology, ang sagot si Freud. No? Kapag modern, si Wundt. No? Pero kung halimbawa ang question, who is the father of modern psychology, tas wala naman dun si Freud, I mean, wala naman si Wundt, nandun si Freud, wag nang pahirapan yung sarili. O, sino ba papipiliin nyo? 'Di ba? Siya na. Siya na yung piliin nyo kasi wala namang kayong choice. Siya yung talagang kailangan yung piliin. So, wag na mag-inarte dun sa ano, sabi po ni Sir Prince, o sabi ni Ma'am Ayo, o sabi nung nabasa ko. 'Di ba? Sabi ko nga, do not question the question. Kung sino yung pinakamalapit, wag nang mag-inarte. Kasi mga nag-iinarte minsan, di rin nakakapasa. Kasi parang magiging pulis na. Okay? I'm teaching you the technique, pero kung sobrang arte nyo, sayang ng oras nyo. Okay? So, doon na tayo sa Commonwealth. Sulat nyo dyan, Commonwealth. Nung, ang Commonwealth, tinatag siya ng 1935 Constitution. Ano to? Him to Talisay po ata to eh. Isulat nyo nga po dyan, him to Talisay. So, ito yung him to Talisay. So, parang Talisay just the place. Talisay, Batangas ba? Talisay, parang maganon. Kung mali di, ewan ko kung anong part nung ano yun. Basta him to Talisay is used against Rizal during his trial. Okay. Alam nyo ba yung birthday ni Jose Rizal? Comment nga po. Sino yung ano? Walang mag-search sa Google ha. Alam niyo yung birthday ni Jose Rizal? Taran. Ang birthday ni Rizal, para dun sa mga hindi naman alam, hindi naman kasi nakiki-birthday. Ako kasi nakiki-birthday ako kay Rizal eh. June 19, 1861. So, yun ang birthday ni Daddy. So, next is Eminent Danger. Pareho tayo, nakiki-birthday. Okay? So, Eminent Danger. So, that's war of law. I mean, hindi, war law. Hindi war of law, ha? Charan. So, Mai. So, that's a term for Mindoro. Mindoro po pag Mai. So, Alcajas. Ang spelling ng Alcajas is Alcaldias. So, Alcajas, this is pacified Spanish. Okay? So, you have to also take note of this. Kapag magdiwang, isulat nyo dyan, no? Kapag magdiwang, ang pasimuno nun, si Alvarez. Kapag magdalo, si Aguinaldo. Okay, para mas madaling yung matandaan, no? O si Aguinaldo, o yung Magdalo. So, ganun yung tinuturo sa amin na ina-adapt pa din kasi nga mas madali din siya. Okay. So, yun nga si Agustinian. Pag Agustinian, religious missionary siya, okay? So, next bullet is culture. Kapag sinabing culture, hyphenize nyo, that's socially learned. Socially learned. Kulturang natututunan, okay? Next is disenfranchise. Disenfranchise. Hyphenize. So, ang disenfranchise yung franchise, di ba franchise, kunyari magkukuha ka ng ng negosyo, tapos bibilin mo yung franchising, lagyan nyo lang ng prefix na DIS, disenfranchise na, tapos lagyan nyo ng D, no? Kasi ownership siya. So, disenfranchise, so hyphenize nyo, deprive the right to vote. So, kapag ikaw isang rehistradong mamamayan para bumoto, but then you have commit any specific law, you will not be anymore permitted, or you don't have any right na makapagboto. So, this can be out sa Gen Ed Soksay, okay? Next is first editor. Kasayang po talaga nito kung hindi natin hindi na siya nababasa. Kahit ako nahihirapan na. Ay. So, I just wanna maximize this one before it's too late. So, first editor, Graciano Lopez Haina. Are you done? Mag-reply naman. Yan. Down sa reply. Sino pa ba? Sino bang maaasahan ko dito? Sino ba? Miss Marichu, ikaw ba yung taga Bicol? Pa-reply nga po. Tapos makisuyo nga po ako, Ma'am Jessa. Ma'am Jessa, pabor. Mag-comment ka naman, ma'am, dun sa video. Balikan na lang sa akin. Saglit lang, ha? Hindi ako alas. Tignan ko nga. Ayan. So, yan. Thank you po sa reply, Mama Richu. Asa na ba tayo? Second editor, si Marcelo H. Del Pilar. Siya yung second editor. Si Graciano, first. Graciano Lopez Haina, first editor. Second editor is Marcelo H. Del Pilar. Waseng Sisiu, hyphenize nyo sa De La Cruz. Si Batute, hyphenize siya si De Jesus. I do apologize yung kanina nasabi ko. Nasabi ko ba na si Joaquin yung ng last name ng mga Pilipino? Hindi po pala siya. No, paki-correct na lang kasi nasabi ko din yung minention ko kanina na si Nick Joaquin, na going back to Nick Joaquin, na siya yung Filipino writer. No, pakitanggal nga po yung siya yung nag-change nung last name kasi si Narciso pala yung nag-change. Narciso Claveria. So, Narciso Claveria, siya yung nag-change nung mga Filipino last name into Spanish last name. Okay? Yung mga apelido na natin parang mga Kastila na. Herrera, so mga ganun ang last name. Okay? Then, si William Howard Taft, siya yung first seminarian siya din yung, first American Civil Commission, commissioner. Siya si William Howard Taft. First American Civil Commissioner. Okay? So, Treaty of Paris. So, ang treaty, letter T, R, E, A, T, Y, P, A, R, I, S. So, Treaty of Paris, siya si Filipino Aguinaldo. Aray ko, ano ba tawag dito? Nagka-cramps ako. Sa foam, pag pre-verse, irregular siya or no rhyme. So, pre-verse, so, yung paunang verse, P-R-E, V-R-E, but this is a type of foam. Anyway. So, Paz La Torrena, siya yung author ng Small Key. Okay. So, yung unang Pinoy na gumamit ng mga punctuation mark is Jose Garcia Villa din. Basta yung kanina si Nick Joaquin ha, tanggalin niyo po yung gumawa siya ng last name kasi pinasulat ko rin ng slash kanina. Okay, next is Ofelia de Malanta. So, Ofelia, so the typical spelling of Ofelia is O-F-E-L-I-A. Ofelia de Malanta. So, siya yung love sonnet. 1 minute po ah. Next is transcendental. So, kapag sinabing transcendental, so this is supernatural. So, parang superb yung pagiging normal niya or pagiging tao. So, supernatural, transcendental. Okay? So, yun nga yung sabi ko. In general education or in let itself, every item counts, 'di ba? Ang laki nung panginayang nyo for those item na or for some who failed na hindi na ipasa yung let na yung average nila 74 point something kasi isang item lang pasado na sila. So, every item or every single item counts. So, mas maganda na ready kayo. So, when we say profanity without looking at the options, profanity means obscenity. So, ang spelling ng obscenity is O-B-S-C-E-N-I-T-Y. So, that's obscenity. Okay. So, transmuted. So, transmuted is change. Change, pagbabago. The next is impertinent. So, impertinent is I-M-P-E-R, then T-I-N-E-N-T. So, it's irrelevant. So, you might also have this, but for self-reviews, self-review is, so, fondness, so, fond na masaya, tapos may ness. So, that means penchant. Okay. So, I still have here lots of, when we say largest kind of mobs, I mean, largest kind of crowd, ang sagot doon, mobs. So, that's M-O-B-S. So, yun yung sagot sa largest kind of crowd. So, pag nag-deliver ng Gettysburg address, sige nga, sino nag-deliver ng Gettysburg address? Comment nga kung kilala. Okay, ang nag-deliver ng Gettysburg address is si Abraham Lincoln. Yan. Okay, so kapag makita niyo yung what property of matter is involved in the sign, please fasten your seatbelt. Ang sagot doon, inertia. Inertia, I-N-E-R-T-I-I. Okay. Anong property ng matter ang involved in the sign, please fasten your seatbelt. So, ang sagot doon, inertia. Minuntok ako bigla. Sino yung nag-imbento ng penicillin? So, yung nasa review center, gas-gas to. Penicillin, si Fleming. Alexander Fleming. Okay. So, isingit ko lang, baka makalimutan ko pa. Okay. With regard dun sa very good. Alam nyo ba na yung simpleng mga edges nyo na alam niyo na si Fleming, siya yung naka-discover ng penicillin. May mga nagre-review na hindi na siya nadadaanan. So, kaya it's also an advantage na you have a white. Pero do not or never rely sa mga basa-basa na kukuha nyo. No? Yun nga, yung na-mention ko earlier, na huwag naman nag-dwell sa mga pakikipag-debate na, ayun ba yun, may mali. Huwag nang ganon. Instead of you explaining or taking time, you just have to allocate dun sa pagre-review nyo. Okay. So, i-ano nyo yan, naturo sa amin ng CBRC na PCSO yan. So, ang proponent ng di ba PCSO, no, ano ba yung pagkakaintindi niya ng PCSO sa Prof. Ad? Na naturo sa inyo yung PCSO? Yan. PCSO. Pavlov opera conditioning. Skinner operant. I mean, classical si Pavlov. Pavlov classical. Skinner operant. Okay. Okay. Ano yung reason bakit mahirap yung India? Okay. Kapag nakita nyo na mahirap yung India, ang main reason kung bakit mahirap yung India, it's because of the religion. So, pag may nakita kayo doon na religion yung sagot. Pero kapag may nakita kayong Hinduism, so ang sagot is Hinduism, okay? Okay. Ewan ko anong pag-pronounce na ito. The first emperor kasi, the founder of the Great Wall of China. So, ang spelling is Chin. So, Qin Shi Huang Tie. Di ba ang cute? Parang naging Koreana. So, basta, pag ang tanong first emperor and also founder of Great Wall of China. Basta may nakita kayong Qin Shi Huang Tie. Ang cute, diba? So, hindi ko naman siya makomment. Basta, Chin hyphen Shih then Huang Huang then Tih. Basta ganon. Nakuha nyo na. The first emperor. Since wala namang doon sa let, hindi naman yung spelling bee. So, okay lang basta hindi naman ganun ka-erroneous yung spelling nyo. Ang importante mas naiintindihan nyo kasi you gonna only find the correct answer naman doon. Hindi naman kayo gagawa ng essay. Okay. Panchow. Ang spelling, yung tinapay, P-A-N, tapos C-H-A-O. Okay. Siya naman ay historian who wrote Han Dynasty. Okay, third. Ang third is Summa Shin. Ang Summa, yung parang summa cum laude, S-U-M-M-A. Then, C-H-I-E-N. Siya naman ang first female historian. Okay? So, paano ba nag-end yung World War II? Ang sagot doon, nung nabuo yung Treaty of Potsdam. Okay, then this is also good or need to know. So, ang Trojan War, okay, hypenize nyo, siya yung Helen of Troy. Okay? So, ASEAN. Yes, tama. Trojan War, Helen of Troy. So, ASEAN, ang spelling, di ba? Ang Asian Summit. So, this might also be included in your Gen Ed. Kung eto, ang tanong neto, if I'm not mistaken, last 2019, and what's the meaning or what is ASEAN acronym means? Parang ganon. So, kailangan alam nyo yung sagot dito. So, ang full name ng ASEAN, kasi ang ASEAN, A-S-E-A-N, this is just an acronym. Ang ibig sabihin niya is Association of Southeast Asia with N pala, Asian. Association of Southeast Asian Nation Economic and Cultural Cooperation. Okay. So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng ASEAN. Yan. Going back sa grammar or sa vocabulary, okay? So, para doon sa mga hindi pa aware, voracious means very eager. Ang spelling is B-O-R-A-C-I-O-U-S. Voracious. Hindi na kasi ninyo ito makikita. Oh. Tingnan mo. Parang nagmamark na siya sa likod. So, that's why I just prefer to dictate it to all of you. So, this really gave me a good score in Gen Ed. Parang feeling ko nga kulang pa yon. Charot! So, kasi 'di ba, alam mo naman kung nadalian ka. So, akala ko yung mga lumabas mga 3, mali ko. Feeling ko lang. So, pero hindi pala. Kasi, hindi nga ako 95 eh. It's 93. Okay, next is, so, ang ibig sabihin ng voracious is very eager. So, say for example, Anna, at the age of 5, she's very eager. Okay. Or, yung underlying word is voracious. No? So, ang sagot doon is very eager. So, next is abandoned. Alam niyo naman yung abandoned, 'di ba? That might be for some years, but we know na that's left behind. Nabando na. Parang yung bahay na luma na wala nang nakatira. So, that's abandoned house. Wait. Next, conflagration. So, ang spelling C-O-N, tapos yung flag na bandila. Tapos, ration. So, conflagration is C-O-N-F-L-A-G-R-A-T-I-O-N. So, that's large fire. Okay? So, next is aplomb. Tapos na ba lahat? So, aplomb means composure, okay, so yung conflagration is malaking apoy, so large fire yun. Next is aplomb. Aplomb is composure or calmness. Relax or calmness. So, that's aplomb. Tapos, yung Q, kaya naman barbecue, di ba? Kasi linya siya. So, QUIE. So, nung nag-work kami sa call center, pag ibig sabihin ng Q, ibig sabihin, nakalinya yung mga nag-aantay sa phone. Okay, next is docile. Pag docile, ibig sabihin manageable or easy to manage. Charan. Sa Gen Ed, hindi naman daw lumalabas na literal yung tanong. Minsan pinapagulo nila. Pero pagdating sa vocabulary, 'di ba? The reason why I was telling you guys to be more exposed in a lot of questions kasi nga katulad ngayon, for some of you na exposed na, parang madali na sa kanila to. But still, I'm trying to provide this for the sake of those who are fresh graduate. Siyempre kayo, bida-bida na yung iba kasi nga madali na sa inyo. Imagine, most of you have started to do a review 1 year ago. Kasi nga, yung iba, mga November pa lang, since hindi sila nakahabol sa batch namin, nagre-review na sila for March. Okay? So, ganon. Kapag na-encounter mo na yung word, tapos ma-encounter mo ulit, familiar na siya, or you can say it's memorized. So, that's the advantage. Madali na siya sa'yo. Okay? Next is euphoria. So, spelling is EUPHORIA. So, state of well-being. So, parang kung ano ka ngayon, kung okay ka, state of well-being, currently, what you're feeling right now, yun yung state of well-being mo. So, next is erudite. Spelling is E for echo, RUDITE. So, ganun, erudite. So, that's learned things. So, next is sine qua non. Sine qua non, spelling is yung sine na movie, ganun ang spelling. Tapos qua, yung tubig na tinanggalan ng preposition or prefix na a. So, sine qua, then non, nan. Sine qua non. Pero sine qua non siya, hindi naman siya sine qua non. So, sine qua non, that means is indispensable. Next is soiree. Yung spelling niya, SOIRRE. So, that's evening party. Okay. Next is connoisseur. Kung hindi ko siya na-pronounce properly, yan yun na. Maraming spelling bee doon. So, connoisseur, or wala namang pronunciation competition sa leto. So, connoisseur is SSEUR. So, that's connoisseur. So, ang ibig sabihin nun, yun yung mga taong nagtatrabaho sa mga wine company. So, that's expert in taste. Next is chauffeur. Yung spelling niya, CHAUFFEUR. So, chauffeur lang siya, chauffeur, as in driver. So, yun na yung meaning niya. Then, next is madam. So, madam, yung plural ng madam. So, that's... Okay. Then, next is Renaissance. Okay. So, Renaissance, RENAISANCE. Renaissance. So, that means rebirth. Okay, next is a cappella. 'Di ba? Sa mga audition sa napapansin nyo dati, pag sinabing a cappella, so that's no accompaniment, no music company doon. Okay. Alter ego. So alter ego. So alter. It's A-L-T-E-R, then E-G-O. So that's close and inseparable friend. Okay? So itong mga notes ko about correlation, hindi na talaga siya masyadong clear. Pag na yung pamangkin ko, kapag papabasa ko, kasi kaya pa ako nanginaya, no, just want to, sobra na po siyang, parang nagmamark na siya. Ito yung sobrang mahal na mahal ko. Charot. Okay. So, kilala niyo ba si Samuel Clemens? Comment nga. So, si Mark Twain, siya si Samuel Clemens. Tapos, who knows Mary Ann Evans? Sino nakakakilala kay Mary Ann Evans? Si Mark Twain, si Samuel Clemens. Si Mary Ann Evans, siya si George Eliot. Okay. Si Robert, is it Galbraith? Hindi na kasi siya readable. Okay, so that's Joanne. Tama ba ako? Kasi siguro may kapit to si Sir, ay si Ma'am Claire. Tama ba si George Galbraith, nasabi niya na discuss na to sa inyo? Si Robert naman, Robert Galbraith, siya si Joanne Rowling. Pa-comment nga po kung nakita niyo na. Okay. So next is sa Egyptian, ang sistema ng pagsusulat hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics. Okay, yun yung sistema ng pagsusulat sa Egyptian. So, ang sistema naman ng Chinese system of writing, calligraphy. Sir, nakita mo ba? Comment ako. Nakikita ko po. Yes. George Eliot. George Eliot, si Mary Ann Evans. Tama po. So, Mahabharata. Ano nga ba yung Mahabharata? Comment nyo nga po. So, Mahabharata. Yan. Nababasa ko po yung mga comment nyo. So, kaya lang, hindi na ako masyado nag-take time mag-shoutout. Kasi lecture naman to. Pag nag-vlog na, no? Kasi pag 10 minutes, kung ano lang mako-cover, napaka bitin. Tapos mag-edit-edit. Pahayaan nyo na hindi panoorin ng mga hindi naman magre-review. Kasi kayo naman, kailangan nyo to. Pero hindi magre-review, hindi nga pumupunta sa channel ko yung mga estudyante ko. Kasi papanoorin, nung papanoorin namin, sir, masyado kasi tayong um, subjective, 'di ba? So, ang pupunta lang naman for now sa channel ko, since hindi pa naman siya in general channel, so is yung mga magre-review lang. Yun po, tama yon. So, the longest epic of India. Ang dami yung nare-receive ng mga material sa akin na hindi pa yun naubos. Kaya lang, ang gusto kong mangyari, the reason why I've asked Ma'am Debbie na magbigay siya ulit ng oras. At least kako, mga 2 hours man lang on Saturday para naman may continuity yung no, tapos pakisagot po yung lahat ng ano ha, yung lahat ng yung 100 items na sinend ko na Prof Ed. Okay. So, Soksai. Yeah. Kailan ka nag-review, sir? So, yun nga, sabi ko na natakal to ng mga nagre-review. Kasi nga, kapatid mo ko, pareho tayo Agila. Pero this is for non-review is um, sa ibang lugar. Okay. Soksai Umalo Hokan. Okay. Ang ibig sabihin ng umalokohan, ay hindi, umalohokan. Umalohokan, sila yung parang punong tagapaghatid ng balita. So, di ba noon, hindi pa naman kompletong gadget, wala namang mga cellphone, walang masyadong media. So, meron silang announcer or crier before. Okay. So, next is imam. So, ang tawag sa religious leader is imam. Okay. So, ang national animal, Prof. Ed, PRC daw, hindi pa informed. So, still, kung ano yung mga changes na hindi pa na-update, hindi pa ganun ka importante yon. So, ang national animal pa rin is tamaraw. So, ang national sports natin is sepak takraw or arnis. Ano yung largest population in Asia? Ano po? Comment nga. So, largest population in Asia. So, that's China. So, largest country, that's Russia. So, largest city, ang bilis ba? Largest city is okay. Largest city is Greenland. Kawawa naman tong notebook ko. Okay. Next. So, ang religious leader naman sa Christianity, si Jesus Christ. Sa Islam, Muhammad. So, largest province, it's Palawan. Okay. Largest province, it's Palawan. Smallest province is Batanes. Largest city is Cebu. Cebu lang. Masyadong binakla, no? Most popular city. Comment nga kung alam niyo yung most popular city. Most popular city is Quezon City. Okay. Then next is most densely populated. That's Manila. Okay, that's Manila. Then next is smallest land city. So answer is San Juan, Manila. San Juan, yung barangay, municipality to eh. Yung pinag-uusapan. Yan, parang wala namang masyadong na-inform dun sa kabala. Okay. So first, okay, the first ever president who was not elected but just appointed is Emilio Aguinaldo. Okay. So, what else I can share? I have plenty of materials here. Okay. So next is okay. The man who can circumnavigate the earth. Okay. So that's pag circumnavigate the earth, it's Sebastian Elcano. Okay, so yung katulad nung sistema nung panahon ng sistema nila, it's not really ibang term katulad natin. So sa kanila mas yun mas maluwag. Okay, so Gobernador Silio, so siya yung binansagan Chinese mestizo. Okay. Okay. Basta next is Prilocracia. So ang Prilocracia, that means Marcelo del Pilar. So siya yung proponent nung of Prilocracia. What else do I have to share to you? Okay, next is okay, so let's now proceed to Spanish educational degree of 1863. So kapag ganyan yung circulation ng question, so you have to answer its primary education. Okay, if the question is last military governor of the Philippines. Okay, so ang sagot dito is MacArthur. Okay. So if you encounter a question that 6s and 7, or what is meant by 6s and 7s, I mean 7s in the sentence. So okay na. So siguro napaka dami ng it's not really siguro. During our time, there are plenty of English Gen Ed. I believe that it's an advantage for me that year kasi nga siguro yung lahat halos na ng English nila parang 80% dun sa Gen Ed. Yung person nung Gen Ed na occupy was just a very small amount. Kasi ano tawag doon? ang daming enrollees there before. Yeah. Okay. Hello sa anak-anakan ko si MJ. What else? Ano pa ba yung... If you have some questions, no, for now, siguro okay na muna to kasi there's still plenty of materials that I can share to you. So, yung Prof Ed nga, kasi nga, alam nyo na, okay, alam nyo na etong major shift, no, since wala naman siya, is there anyone there na English major? Meron ba akong attendees ngayon na English major? Wala. No, hindi kasi yung iba, hindi ko pwedeng picture kasi puro lang din namang picture. And the materials of Ma'am Deb, kaya hindi ko pa siya agad-agad, diba, kasi I was not feeling well for almost 2 days. So imagine this one. Masyado siyang, mahirap siyang picturean. So hope you understand na hindi siya masyadong malinaw. Okay. So I just take advantage yung oras ko kasi hindi ako busy ngayon. So, ang dami ko pa ditong share na materials kaso hinay-hinay kasi nga ang haba pa naman ng preparation nyo, gusto ko kalidad yung inyong pag-review, ha. So ngayon gusto ko muna kayong pasalamatan. So this is all for you. Behind the sacrifices na binibigay nyo. So, alam ko yung iba, you have your personal reasons why you're doing that. So, gamitin nyo kung anumang motivation meron kayo. So, do not take the LET exam because, do not take the LET because you were forced by somebody. Do not take the LET for your husband, for your jowa, for your kid, but take the exam for yourself. Okay? Yun yung paniniwala ko because your goal to share to your family, to your daughter, to your kid, to your siblings, to your parents, to all the people behind you or to all the people that surround you. Magagamit na lang if you are already somebody. So, for those who are fresh graduate na kayang i-manage yung time nila na mag-work, hindi naman issue yun eh. Para sa akin, since I was still working, I was working then when I was doing my review. So, it's not really big deal for me na nagre-review tapos nag-work. It's a matter of time management. So, talagang if you wanna do something, if you wanted to expect a good product or if you're dreaming for something, you have to do sacrifices. No? So, hindi ka pwedeng basta na lang mag-succeed in life without you being ready to take risks. No? Kasi hindi pwedeng lahat ng bagay na pinaghirapan. So, based on my own experience and as concepts and theories was proven or were proven na lahat ng bagay na pinaghirapan, iba yung fulfillment na nabibigay. So, for those who battled numerous time na hindi nakakapasa, so you have to make sure na this time, you have to promise yourselves na last na to. Okay? So, kasi, You might be bounded with people na positibo kung ikaw mismo sa sarili mo, hindi ka naman sinisipag. So, dapat talaga yung una mong motibasyon, no, sarili mo. You should not depend your motivation from other people. Hindi sa nanay, hindi ka dapat na nagsisipag because you are motivated of someone else. Kung hindi, dapat motivated ka mismo ng sarili mo. Kasi in the end, it is always you alone who will be taking the licensure examination for teachers. If I could just be with you, pero hindi naman yun talaga pwede, even though Carl Balita, Pakulsan ba, the review center from Mindanao. So, we can only guide you, we can only be tip of an iceberg in your let journey. We can always guide you for now. But during the actual let, we will not be with you anymore. So, as I am always telling you, our goal is to pass, but let us not forget that teaching will not be measured through the license itself, but teaching will definitely be measured by how dedicated you are as teacher. Yun nga, kayo na konti na nag-attend ngayon, that would be fine. So, importante, this video will be saved on this channel. The reason why maliban sa gusto ko siya dito, kasi dun pag nandun sa hindi siya filtered sa Facebook. So, may mga friends ako na hindi naman teacher, tapos they gonna be seeing this video. So, mas okay na dito, at least yung mga subscriber ko na hindi ko friend doon, they can still see this one. So, kayo po na 14, 15, yan. So, lahat naman to ibibigay ko sa mga laging aralin nyo muna yan kasi hindi ko pa nakaka-capture yung lahat ng mga ibibigay ko sa inyo. Pero, make sure that if I've already sent this to you, no, yung mga ibang materials na alam nyo naman kung ano yung materials na mga prohibited na ipamigay, na baka hindi nyo control yung bibigyan nyo, baka they post it in their timeline, okay? So, mas okay na pong nag-iingat kasi sana kung okay lang lahat, kung soft copies lang to guys, no, kung soft copies lang to lahat, ibibigay ko lang naman to sa inyo kasi binayaran ko na to sa CBRC and binayaran din na nung pamangkin ko sa review center niya. So, hindi kami nag-iisip na makabawi sa inyo just for that. Diba? Kasi yung iba, I'm always speaking not for perfection, but I'm always speaking by heart. An advantage of me, what's my edge dun sa ibang na nagkakandak ng review. Una, they're just by theories. Okay? So, hindi nila na-experience talagang magturo na being inside the classroom. So, yung iba, PT lang. Yung iba na methods. Yung trabaho lang talaga nila mag-lecture. Pero, ang advantage talaga ng nagtuturo, kasi yung expectation versus reality is alam mo sa sarili mo na iba yung inaaral natin sa realidad na nangyayari sa daily lives ng mga estudyante and teachers. So, we are teachers. Let us not live by perfections, but I'm not telling you to goal to be imperfect. Pero ang sabi ko lang, magkaiba kasi yun eh. We're not living for perfection, but our main goal is to be substantial, to be facilitators, to be 21st century teachers. Kasi hindi na tayo yung katulad nung old school na we are the ones who spoon feed the learning. Ang kaibahan kasi noon, ang 21st century teachers, we gonna be asking the students to voice out kung anong learning nila. Yun yung kaibahan. Kumpara nung time na nag-aaral tayo, no? Yung mga estudyante, no, pakikinig lang ang ginagawa sa teacher. Ngayon, ang laging gasgas ngayon, any other. So, ganon. No, kasi, the main goal of 21st century teachers to be able for the students to brought out or to bring out whatever ideas that they have. So, ang teacher nagge-generalize na lang. So, ang pinaka-goal ni teacher is to mediate the learning of each student na magiging collaborative, di ba? Through interaction inside the classroom, they're gonna be changing ideas. So, ang nangyayari, magkakaroon ng mas malaking comprehension na nagiging learning na ng mga estudyante. So, I'm gonna end this here. I wanna thank you for you 16 who've stayed. Kanina naman mas marami. That will be fine. They might have different excuses. What matter is, kung ano yung tinanin nyo kasi, di ba, your personal investment, which is your time, kasi hindi mo kayo nagbabayad sa akin. So, your time and your load, which is just being loaded in your phone. So, you are the ones who gonna be definitely harvest that. So, yun nga, sinasabi ko lagi na you should live like a farmer. Your harvest depends on how you gonna take care or how you take care your crops. So this is more than an hour. Thank you so much once again, and may you have a lovely day ahead. Goodbye.